to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the show with the best deal in town. You give me 12 correct answers, I give you £1 million. You try that down at your local high street bank. We've got 10 people all dying to try that here. All 10 of our millionaire wannabes tonight attended our recent nationwide auditions. So let's meet them. They are Vicky Shepherd from Derbyshire, Susie Glantz from Worcestershire, Angela Williams from London, Rachel Atkins from Worcestershire, Netta Walls from Bowling Glamorgan, Antoinette Rita Okoye from London, Christine Cabell from Kent, Ben Files from Cheshire, Gareth Hughes from Yorkshire, Alan Bartlett from Devon. So let's see if their general knowledge is ever so slightly better than their waving tonight as we play Fastest Finger First to find out which of our 10 hopefuls will be the first to step into the spotlight and make that nerve-wracking walk to the most sought-after seat in the land. We have one question. It has 4 answers but only one correct order. The winner will be the one who can punch in that correct order in the shortest possible time. No distraction, please, from the audience so they can concentrate. Right, here comes the question. Starting at the front, put the parts of a standard book in the order they usually appear. Back cover, title page, appendix, chapter 1. I have to say the speed was awesome. I don't know if they're any good or not, but the speed was good. Right, this is the correct order first, then we'll find out how many got it right and who was fastest. Fairly straightforward. Title page. Then inside you go into chapter 1. Then at the back you find the appendix, and then at the very back you'll find the back cover. So that's the right order. Now, did 10 out of 10 got it right? I don't think they did from their faces. These got it right. Let's have a look, and then we'll find out who was fastest. 2 got it right, and Ben Files was fastest in 3.69. Come on, Ben, don't you sit there? It doesn't work unless you come up here, Ben. Look at you. You're like a rabbit in the headlights. Now, do you want to win £1 million while you're on your way through, Ben?
Yes, please.
I thought you would. Good man. Right, first up tonight is Ben Files from Chester in Cheshire. Ben did a very brief stint as a hotel porter after leaving school, but he's been a firefighter since he was 19. Being a bit of a fitness fanatic as well, he once featured in a sizzling tabloid newspaper spread as a hunky fireman. Ben is single, he has 2 sisters, he has a brother who is also a firefighter, but Ben doesn't say whether or not he is also hunky page 3 model material. It's Ben's slightly crazy childhood friend Rich who has come along for moral support this evening, and Ben says there'll be a big drink in it for Rich if Ben becomes rich tonight. If there's any money left from their bar bill, Ben says he'd like to live the James Bond lifestyle, even if it's just for a few days. Right, here we go. Thanks to our fast track to £1 million, 12 correct answers, all it now takes to race to that £1 million cheque. As ever, there are no answers on my screen, so I can't help him, but if there is the odd question that does require some assistance, that's there in the shape of those 3 vital little lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. Right, Ben, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right, 2 questions get you 1,000. This is question number 1 for £500. Here we go. What name is given to the part of a wine glass between the base and the bowl? Pipe, tube, rod, stem.
I think it's D, stem.
It's the right answer. You have £500. Good man. Right, Ben, last point at which you could go home with absolutely 0. I'm sure it won't happen. You have all 3 lifelines. Question number 2 now would guarantee you go back to Chester with at least £1,000. Here it is. Who was known as the Quiet Beatle? Paul McCartney, John Lennon, George Harrison, Ringo Starr.
Oof, I'm afraid, Chris, already on £500. I'm going to have to ask the audience. Terrible.
OK. Well, you want to be sure, double sure. If you did get this wrong, you go home with nothing at all. Right, audience, make sure you give him the right answer, please. All in the keypads. Here it comes. It guarantees him £1,000. First lifeline he's needed. Question number 2 is this. Who was known as the Quiet Beatle? Now, A on your keypads would be Paul McCartney, B, John Lennon, C, George Harrison, D, Ringo Starr. A, B, C or D, all vote now. 82% think it's George Harrison, 12% Ringo, 3% think Paul, 3% think John.
Well, I'm going to go with the audience and go for George Harrison.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You have got £1,000. How was it then, your tabloid spread as a fireman?
It wasn't bad. It was probably good at first, when it first came out. But once the lads at the station found it, it started to go down a bit hill there.
I bet that was pinned up over so many fire stations.
Yeah, I didn't get any grief for that at all.
Yeah, I can imagine. And your brother hasn't done that yet?
No. He's got some more sense, I'd say.
You're from Chester,
Yep.
which is in Cheshire, and you say throughout the show, no matter what happens, I'm going to have a big Cheshire cat grin right across my face.
Well, you'd have to, really, haven't you? Sat in this seat.
We shall see. We shall see how long that lasts. OK, now you have £1,000. Question number 3 is for 2,000. You've got a 1,000 guarantee. No matter what happens, you'll go home with that. You've got a 50-50, and you can still phone a friend. Have a look. Question number 3. This is for £2,000. In 2006, who became the leader of the Liberal Democrats? Vincent Cable, Chris Huhne, Mingus Campbell, Simon Hughes.
Chris, I'm going to have to phone a friend on this one.
Who will know?
Dave Scragg.
Will he?
Yep.
Who's he?
He's one of the firefighters I work with at the station.
Is he very, very intelligent?
We're about to find out.
OK, all right. We'll phone Dave, tell him the question, 4 possible answers, see what happens. You've still got a 50-50 if you're stuck. All right, mate.
Hello?
Dave?
Yes?
Chris Tarrant, how are you?
Good God. Yeah, I'm
No,
very
not
well.
God, it's me. You know that bit with Ben where you said, oh, yeah, be a laugh, yeah, I'll be your phone a friend, yeah, be fine.
Yes?
Well, this is that bit.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I can hear the excitement in your voice.
I'm shocked. Really great. That's great.
But then it's serious business. He's on £1,000, it's for £2,000.
Right?
Right, next voice here will be Ben's. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them's worth £2,000 to him.
Right.
All right, mate. OK. Ben, 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Dave, in 2006, who became the leader of the Liberal Democrats? Vincent Cable, Chris Huhne, Menzies Campbell, Simon Hughes.
Min Campbell.
How definite are you?
Defo.
Menzies
mate, yeah.
Campbell?
Yeah, I'm virtually certain, mate.
100%?
Yeah, close as I can get you.
Right, OK, thanks.
Thanks, mate.
That'll do for me, Chris. I'll go for Menzies Campbell. Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. What's this thing about you wanting a James Bond lifestyle?
Oh, yeah, well, I honestly, truly believe they got the wrong Daniel from Chester, because my full name is Daniel Ben Files, but I use my middle name Ben. And Daniel Craig, the new James Bond, was obviously, he was born in Chester and I'm from Chester. So you got Daniel, he was born in Chester, I live in Chester. James Bond has a silver Aston Martin, I have a silver Escort. Very similar. Yeah. And we both wear the same watches.
You live in a dream world, don't you?
Yep.
OK. Well, you have £2,000. You have 1,000 guaranteed, and you still have 1 lifeline remaining. Question number 4 is for 5,000. You are now just 4 away from 50 grand. Which of these towns is located on the North Yorkshire coast? Worthing, Wisbech, Whitby, Weston-super-Mare.
Chris, I'm going to have to take a 50-50, unfortunately.
It's OK. It's your call.
They're only easy if you know them.
They are. OK, right. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Ben the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
Chris, I'm going to take the money and run, believe it or not.
OK. It's your call.
2 grand's better than 1 grand.
That's twice as good.
That's it. No, I don't want to risk it. So I don't know for 100% on either one.
Got an inkling?
If I was going to play,
Which you're not.
which I'm not, I would have gone for Whitby. But I'm not 100%, so I don't want to risk it.
OK, give him a big hand. Ben goes away with £2,000. A short but lucrative little trip. I can tell you, if you said to me, Whitby, I would be giving you £5,000. You go away with £2,000. Give him a big hand. He goes back to Chester. £2,000 better off. Well done, Ben. Good, mate.
Thank you very much.
We'll play. £2,000 for Ben. So we still have 9 wannabe millionaires ready and eager and hoping to have the fastest finger on the next question. Nice and quiet, please, audience. Here we go again. Here comes their next question tonight. Put these capital cities in alphabetical order. Lima, London, Luxembourg, Lisbon. Some of them very quick, one or two extremely slow. Right, let's see. Let's see the right order first of all. Let's have a look. Fairly straightforward, alphabetical. L-I for Lima, then L-I-S Lisbon, then L-O-N London, and then L-U-X Luxembourg. So that's the right order. Now 9 left. How many got it right out of 9? Not all 9, I don't think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who was fastest? Gareth Hughes in 4.18. Lots of girls here tonight. It's the boys with the fastest fingers. Now, you ready for this?
I am indeed.
Good man. Next up tonight is Gareth Hughes from York. His working life started in France in the travel industry. He then got a teaching job in Portugal before returning to England and opening an antiques business. 5 years was quite enough of that, though, so he upped and went to the Peruvian jungle to work in agriculture. He's back in England again now, working in forest management. For how long, nobody knows. It was while he was living in Peru that Gareth met his Peruvian-born fiancée, Luisa, who's up there in the supporters' seat this evening. It was actually Luisa's studies over here that brought Gareth back to Britain. If he does do well on the show, he says he'd like to put a deposit down on the house, as he's never owned anything he could call home. Right, hope we can help. 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million. That's the formula. Gareth, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, question number 1 for £500, just 2 between you and 1,000. Here it is. Which of these is part of a checkbook? Neck, stub, butt, hilt.
That would be the stub.
That would be the stub. You have £500. Question number 2 would guarantee you £1,000. Here it comes. What nationality is the singer Daniel O'Donnell? Canadian, Irish, Australian, South African.
That would be B, Irish.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. Good man. Right, Gareth, you have £1,000. Feel good?
Yes, feel good.
This is a very, very, very complicated document, your life and times.
Sorry about that.
You're English.
Yes. British.
British, quite right, British. So your first job was in France?
Yes.
How old were you then?
20.
Oh, right, so you
20.
you were a man.
Yes.
Then did you go straight to Portugal?
Then came back to the UK, did a teaching course, and then went out to Portugal, where I was for 3 or 4 years.
And then back to England?
Back to the UK.
For how long?
Started for 5 years.
Right.
Antiques business.
Didn't like that?
Well, I did enjoy it, but came to an end, and then went out to Peru.
Of course you did. As you
do.
To Peru before. And how long were you there? Stunning country.
14 years.
Good grief.
Yes.
And you're only 83 years old. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's a fantastic story.
Yes.
And what were you doing in Peru?
I was working in agriculture, Prior to that, I'd been teaching English as well there when I first arrived, then agriculture, then I got involved in the forestry and lived in the Peruvian jungle for off and on for about 3 years.
OK. Great story. Right. And there's more to talk about because Louisa, of course, came from Peru as well. You have £1,000, that's guaranteed, that's good. Question number 3 is for £2,000. Have a look. Tell me what you want to do. In which mythology is the underworld called Hades? Egyptian, Chinese, Scandinavian, Greek.
I'm going to have to ask the audience on that one.
OK. Right, audience. It's for £2,000. This is the question. In which mythology is the underworld called Hades? Now, A on your keypad is Egyptian, B is Chinese, C is Scandinavian, D is Greek. All vote now. %87% say Greek. Nobody in their right mind thinks Chinese, 6 Scandinavian, 7 Egyptian.
Well, I think I'm the one who's not in my right mind, so I'm going to go for Greek with the audience. Greek, final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000.
Thank you very much. Thank
You really have been away a long time, haven't you? That's a very long time. Right, you have 2,000. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Here it comes. Which of these characters is associated with the phrase, "We seek him here, we seek him there"? Robin Hood, Raffles, Bill Sikes, Scarlet Pimpernel.
Oh, got me. I'm going to have to phone a friend.
OK. Where's your friend? I tremble to ask. Somewhere in South America, probably.
I would like to phone Robert.
OK, where's he?
He's in York.
OK, we'll phone Robert, tell him the question, 4 possible answers, and then see what you want to do.
Hello, Robert Collins.
Hello, Robert. Chris Tarrant here. Good evening.
Oh, hello, Chris.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, now, you realise, obviously, we've got Gareth on the show. He's doing OK. He's stuck on a particular question. He says you'll probably know the answer.
That's optimistic.
It's worth £5,000, so it's fairly serious business. OK, next voice you hear will be Gareth. He'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is the one we want for £5,000. All right, mate?
Right, OK.
OK, right, Gareth, lots of luck. Your 30 seconds starts now.
Robert,
Harry.
which of these characters is associated with the phrase, "We seek him here, we seek him there"? Is it Robin Hood, Raffles, Bill Sikes, or Scarlet Pimpernel?
I would think it's the Scarlet Pimpernel. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's the Scarlet Pimpernel.
OK, not entirely sure.
No.
All right, thanks for your help.
OK, Gareth.
Bye.
Bye.
OK, I'm going to go with that answer. I'm going to trust Robert and go with the Scarlet Pimpernel. D.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Even though he was not entirely sure.
Even though.
Have you ever heard of it?
The Scarlet Pimpernel?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And you ever heard the expression?
No. Oh, well, I've heard the expression, but I haven't connected them.
Think it could have been one of the others?
Could have been.
It's not. It's the right answer. You got £5,000.
Thank you, Robert.
Right, you have £5,000. You still have one 50-50. You're only 3 away from £50,000. Take your time. Have a look at question number 5. This is for 10 grand. Who plays Samantha Nixon in TV's The Bill? Michelle Austin, Lisa Maxwell, Roberta Taylor, Natalie Robb. Now, if you've been away for 14 years...
What's the bill? I'm joking. I do know the bill, but I don't know the answer.
You have got a 50-50.
No, to be honest, if I took a 50-50, it would still be a 50-50 on the answer, so there's no point. I'll stay with 5,000 and I'll retire.
Sure?
I'm sure, yes. I'll get that. I have no idea.
Final answer, can take the money?
Final answer, take the money, yes.
OK, give Gareth a big hand. He goes away with £5,000 after just a few minutes' work. I could tell you the answer.
But you want me to guess?
Well, no, I could tell you the answer, because, in fact, she has sat in that chair over there on one of the celebrity specials. But if I say to you, the answer's Lisa Maxwell... I could have said anything,
I apologise to Lisa Maxwell.
I could have said it was Elizabeth Taylor. It would make no difference to you. The right answer was Lisa Maxwell. If you told me that, you would have got £10,000, but, as you said, you wouldn't have had a clue.
No.
OK, right. Gareth Hughes goes away with £5,000. We'll take a break. Join us again. We have one more contestant coming up in a few minutes' time. Don't go away. Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where we still have 8 people left, all dreaming of that elusive £1,000,000. Here's their chance as we ask them again to get ready with their fastest finger first keypads once more. Nice and quiet, please, audience. Here comes the question. Put these words in order to give the title of a Bucks Fizz hit. Making mind up your... There's a hint of hysteria now amongst the remaining 8 contestants. Right, we'll find out if all 8 got it right. I don't think they did. Let's have a look. This is the right order. Well, this shouldn't be too tricky. Making your mind up. What a classic that was. Right, that's the right order. Let's see how many got it right out of 8. I don't think it was all 8 at all. These got it correct. No, most of them. Who was fastest? Vicky Shepherd in 2.24 seconds. Vicky! Very impressive, your knowledge of Bucks Fizz work. Right, you want to put up £1 million now? Yes, of course you do. So now we have Vicky Shepherd from Long Eaton in Derbyshire. Vicky was once an air hostess, but had to pack it in because of air sickness. Then she was a PA for an accountancy firm where she earned the nickname DQ, short for Drama Queen. Latterly, she's been running her own business as an image consultant, as well as being a mum to 6-year-old Jessica and William, who's just 3. They're at home this evening with their dad, Paul, who Vicky met on a blind date. Taking her husband's place in the supporter's seat this evening is her friend's husband, dependable Tim. Vicky describes Tim as a big, strong rock because he's a firefighter. Another one. Any winnings she manages to take home will go towards travelling in style to open the kids' eyes to the world around them. Right. Hope you win lots of money. 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million. Vicky, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 is for £500. Have a look. The greeting "Good day" is most associated with which country? South Africa, Australia, USA, Canada.
Let's be Australia.
It's the right answer. You got 500 quid. G'day. G'day, mate. You got £500. You are 1 away from 1,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Question number 2 is for £1,000. Here it comes. Which film features a pair of ruby slippers? Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, The Railway Children, The Wizard of Oz.
That's D, The Wizard of Oz.
Sure?
Sure.
It's the right answer. You have £1,000. Now you can smile now. What's this about you being an air hostess and you were airsick?
It feels very different when you're on your feet all the time on an aircraft, and I didn't realise that when I started doing it, and I just became worse and worse.
So your ambition to win lots of money and go around the world, you're going to have to sail?
No.
Well, you can't fly, can you? You're throwing up all over the kids.
No, I can. The power of
What?
travel sickness tablets.
Actually, they're good. They make you sleep all the way as well.
Yes.
OK, you got £1,000. Question number 3 is for 2,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Take your time. Question number 3 is this. Flat leaf and curly leaf are popular varieties of which herb? Marjoram, tarragon, rosemary, parsley.
I thought it was parsley, so
Sure?
I don't know anything about the others. But my instant reaction was parsley.
Do you want to play?
I'll play D parsley, please.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You've got £2,000. You have £2,000. You have all 3 lifelines. You're only 4 away from £50,000. Question number 4 is for £5,000. At this moment, you have 2,000. Here it comes. Who plays the title role in the ITV comedy drama series Doc Martin? Nicholas Lyndhurst, Ross Kemp, Martin Clunes, Nigel Havers.
It's C. Martin Clunes.
Are you sure?
I'm sure it's C. Martin Clunes. Final answer, Chris.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Any good?
It's funny.
It's the right answer. You've got £5,000. Tim's very pleased.
Good.
Keeps clapping like a sort of demented seal behind him. OK, right, you have £5,000. You are 3 away from 50,000. You've not yet touched any lifeline. Have a look. Question number 5 is for 10 grand. A nocturne is a piece of music usually written for which instrument? Clarinet, piano, harp, cello. You're musical.
No, I used to play cello when I was
Used to play
a child.
nocturnes.
I really don't know. I'll use a lifeline, please. I'll ask the audience.
Right, audience, this is the question. A nocturne is a piece of music usually written for which instrument? Now, A on your keypads is clarinet, B, piano, C, harp, D, cello. Serious business is for £10,000. All vote now. %75% say piano, 15% clarinet, 1% cello, and 9% harp. It's your call.
Okay. Can I do 50-50,
You can.
please?
Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Vicky the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
I'll go with B piano, please. Final answer, Chris.
It's the right answer. You got £10,000. You have £10,000. So that's all right.
It is.
You can walk away with 10 grand. Not a bad sort of 10 minutes work.
No.
But you are 2 away from £50,000. You still have a phone a friend. If you give me a wrong answer at this point, you would lose 9 grand. You only guaranteed 1,000. Question number 6 is for £20,000. Have a look and tell me what you want to do. How many Tour de France races did Lance Armstrong win during his career? 3, 5, 7, 9.
I absolutely don't know.
Now, you have got a lifeline. You can phone a friend. You can still take that 10 grand if you're not happy with their answer. Who would know? Who do you think would know?
I have Paul as my sports knowledgeable phone a friend, but I'm not sure if...
Is this hubby?
Yeah.
Is he a cycling fan?
No. But he may just know this random piece of information. Let me think. I'll ring Paul, please.
OK. Right, phone Paul. Tell him the question, 4 possible answers, and then see what you want to do.
Hello?
Paul?
Yes?
Chris Tarrant here.
Hello there.
Well, you know what that means.
I do, yes.
You remember Vicky disappeared for a day?
I do.
Well, she's here now. She's in the chair, which is good news. But she's stuck on a particular question. She hopes you'll know the answer. Serious business, mate. It's worth £20,000.
Okay.
OK. So the next voice you hear will be your wife's. She'll tell her the question, 4 possible answers. One of them is worth 20 grand. She's on £10,000 at the moment. All right, Paul?
Okay.
OK, right. Vicky, 30 seconds. Good luck, darling. Your time starts now.
How many Tour de France races did Lance Armstrong win during his career? 3, 5, 7 or 9? Lance Armstrong. 3, 5, 7 or 9? 13 seconds.
I'm 50-50 between 5 and 7.
OK. Thank you.
Not 100% sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Now, he didn't give you any advice, did he? Now, what can you do? You have 10,000. You
Yeah.
lose 9 if you give me a wrong answer.
I didn't think he'd really know, but I'm going to walk away.
Sure, you can take the money?
I'm going to take the money. Thank you.
Final answer.
That is my final answer.
OK, give her a big hand. Vicky goes away with £10,000. So you phone the old man and he says, not sure, it's between 5 and 7. I can tell you Tim up there behind you says it's definitely 7.
Right.
The right answer was 7.
I should have gone with lucky 7.
Well, you should have left him at home and brought your husband
Yeah.
and had him up the back and phoned Tim. But she goes away with £10,000. Well done. Nice and quiet, please, audience. Here comes their next question. Put these Star Wars sequels in the order they were released. Attack of the Clones, The Empire Strikes Back, The Phantom Menace, Return of the Jedi. OK, 3 contestants have already gone home with money. We want at least 1 more. 7 remain. This is the right order. Empire Strikes Back, that was back in 1980. Then The Jedi, 83. Phantom Menace, 1999. And Attack of the Clones was in the year 2002. So that's the right order. Now, how many got it right out of our 7 remaining contestants? Let's have a look. 1, Rachel Atkins. That rather excitable girl in 3.77 seconds. Calm down. Calm. It's all right. Calm. Yes. Right. Yes, it was you. Yes.
I've got to pull my magic knickers up.
Yes. Pull whatever
magic
you
knickers.
Pull your magic knickers. Oh, good. OK. Pull your magic knickers up. Now, do you want to play
Oh
for a
my
million?
God, I
Calm
really
yourself.
do.
OK. Do you want to play for £1 million? Oh, yes, please, Christopher. That would be very nice. Let's go. Good go. Right, next up is the very excitable Rachel Adkins from Besford in Worcestershire. Rachel says she drifted into all sorts of jobs when she first left school. Her career path started in earnest when she got into people management. Then she got a swimming teaching qualification and she now runs a photographic business. It seems she's finally found her vocation because she says she's absolutely loving it. She's loving being married as well to Tim for 4 years. He's come along with Rachel this evening and they have 2 very young daughters, Tabitha and Nell. Right, 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million. Rachel, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right, question number 1 is for £500. Here it is. Complete the phrase, as neat as a new... ... question mark. Nail, pin, tack, peg.
It's obviously pin, but when you're sitting here, it's not so obvious. But it must be pin. Chris, please.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yes, it's the right answer. You got £500. There are no trick questions on Millionaire. You have all 3 lifelines. This is for £1,000. Give me a right answer. You're guaranteed to go back to Worcestershire with at least that amount of money. Have a look. Question number 2. Who famously sang Happy Birthday to President Kennedy in May 1962? Julie Andrews, Barbara Streisand, Marilyn Monroe, Judy Garland.
It was C, Marilyn Monroe.
Final
Excuse
answer.
me. Yes, please.
Sure?
Yep.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. Triumph for the magic knickers. You told me you're wearing magic knickers. You have £1,000. Question number 3 is for £2,000. You have not yet touched any lifelines. Here it comes. The Trans-Siberian Railway is mainly in which country? China, Mongolia, Russia, Korea.
It's one of those questions where I'm sure I think I know the answer. I don't know whether I can risk not playing on further. But I'm going to kick myself if I use a lifeline.
You've got £1,000 guaranteed. You're 10 away from $1 million.
I'm going to ask the audience, please.
Right, audience, all of your keypads, please. Here it comes. The Trans-Siberian Railway is mainly in which country? Now, A on your keypads is China, B is Mongolia, C is Russia, D is Korea. A, B, C or D. It's worth £2,000. All vote now. %, say Russia. 95% is quite high.
It's possibly Russia, Chris. I'll go with Russia, please.
Is that what you're thinking all the time?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Yes.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. Feel good?
Yes, Chris?
You have £2,000. This is real money. This is not a home. This is proper money, proper cash. You have 2 more lifelines. You can still phone a friend, and you can still use 50-50. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Locke, Hurley and Sawyer. Why are you grinning at me?
Best programme on the television, apart from this one, of course.
Second best programme on the television.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you want to see come up on that screen?
It's Lost.
If it doesn't come up, panic.
Yes.
OK, Locke, Hurley and Sawyer are major characters in which US TV drama series for £5,000? Charmed, Lost, Deadwood, Switched.
Final answer B, Lost.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Thought it would be. It's the right answer. You got £5,000. And you knew it. Stop looking. Oh, Tim, oh, darling, it's me. Stop it. Right. You have £5,000. You have 2 lifelines. You are 3 away from £50,000. Have a look. Question number 5. This is for £10,000. Here it comes. Who called her 2005 autobiography extreme? Davina McCall, Sharon Osbourne, Fiona Phillips, Cilla Black. For £10,000. Who called their 2005 autobiography extreme? Davina McCall, Sharon Osbourne, Fiona Phillips, Cilla Black.
I really, really don't know, unfortunately. I wish I'd saved my ask the audience for this one.
Yeah, you see, for Russia. And again, you want to be sure, double sure on that one. You have a 50-50. You can phone a friend. If you take away 2, will that help?
Well, I don't think it's Cilla Black.
Why not?
I think it's between Davina McCall and Sharon Osbourne.
You could phone a friend, you could get rid of two. You could do both.
Can I go 50-50, please, Chris?
You can. Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Rachel the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Now, you said for some reason it's definitely not Cilla Black. If you're wrong, Cilla's just cost you £4 grand.
It's the kind of thing people say when they're scared they're going to get it wrong, and I'm scared I'm going to get it wrong, so £1,000 is more than I had when I came here. I'm fairly sure that it's Sharon Osbourne.
Are you sure enough to risk losing 4,000?
I'm certainly sure enough to risk losing 4,000. I'm not sure how willing I am to risk the opportunity to keep going, but I'm going to go B, Sharon Osbourne.
Final answer.
Final answer, Sharon Osbourne. Please.
You just won £10,000. You'd like another? Is that your final answer? Well, I'm glad to hear it, because there's more Multi-Millionaire with me, Chris Tarrant, next on Challenge.